JessicaRayPlays, and thank you so much for coming back to the channel for your lovely and gorgeous video today. And today we are doing a speed build that has no CC. In fact, the only cheats that I do use for this build is obviously the BB move objects, and I use the alt button to kind of place things around. If you are new, it would be so awesome if you did hit that subscribe button, because it does just help our little village to grow. And remember to give me a sweet thumbs up, and remember to leave sweet comments down below, because remember, that is where you do shine. So as you can see, today we are kind of starting off with this kind of really edgy, kind of different looking house. I'm definitely kind of playing it up with the greens and the reds and the grays. So there's just a bunch of the colors, and you guys will see that through on the build. As for the build in general, there is a bunch of stuff that I kind of cut you guys out of, and you guys will see that. But I will be telling you a lot that happened when we go through it because there's a lot that's going to be happening. So this is also a video that's going to be including a little story, a little spooky story. So if you like dramas and you like storylines, definitely keep on watching, because I have a little story for you about this house and how it came about and who lived here. Maybe it's somebody that you actually knew. Maybe it's somebody you know if you have this pack and you're interested in Forgotten Hollow, because that is where we are doing the whole shebang. We're doing it in Forgotten Hollow because I really do love the spooky feel of this place and everything else. So roofs are always a struggle for me. I have a really hard time with roofs. So I'm really happy with the way that the roofs come out, but trust me guys, it took me forever, so much stuff to figure out like what to do. I'm still not exactly happy with the roof, especially that like different shaped roof. I couldn't get like it how I wanted it to feel and how I wanted it to look. So as you can see, I do a lot of stuff. I try to figure out like what looks good, what doesn't. And eventually I do end up changing these the side roofs into like these more triangular roofs. And I really do like the way that they came out. I like it a lot better. I had to just make it look like it matched. Obviously we got this top part, and I did kind of cut you guys out of that as well. But I really do like the top tier, like the third, I guess technically the third story. But it just looks so freaking good, and I really do like it. And obviously the top of here, and in a minute you'll see me, I do more of a fence on top, and it's going to have a lot of vegetation and grass and just like overgrowth and everything else. So really quickly, just look at the house as a whole, get a good look of it, and say, okay, this was like once a very pretty house. And then before long, I am going to disturb it and make it like look all kind of crazy and abandoned. So here we go with my chimney. I really did want to stick one down, but I didn't find one that I was really digging. So I made my own chimney. And I'm really glad with the way that it turned out. I think it looks really good. It actually kind of looks nice with the house. And I do change up the color because the color was not coming out the way that I wanted to. So this nice brick color that you guys will see, I do go ahead and I darken it up with this more red one, and I think it just looks so good. It definitely brings all those like colors together. And then I wanted to put these like little windows out here, and I think they look really good. Unfortunately, I don't think they go on the side too well, so I did have to just skip out on those, which was a really hard breaking and just sad in general, because I really was trying to get those to work. And finally, here we go in on the back porch. We're literally just kind of like doing our own thing with the back. I kind of like wanted to make it look a little bit different, and I definitely wanted to make the backyard, especially the back porch area, look more lively, because I feel like this would be like a really cool house, especially their view. They would have like an amazing view to look at. I figured that people would have like big humongous windows, and as you can see, I am using some of the items that we got in our Star Wars pack and these like vents, I guess, but every house has a vent, so I just figured why not use them. And I do go ahead and I change the color here a little bit. I change them to white instead of black. It looks just really good. I try to do more gables work on the house, but I cannot do gables. I need to find like a good tutorial on how to like make gables or something, just kind of like a little bit more artsy on the house. I think that it would look so much cooler if it had those gables on there. But I do take some rain gutters and I put those on the house, just gonna kind of give it a little bit extra-ness to the house. As always, you know, I just want to be a little extra. And then before long, we are going to be turning this kind of, you know, gorgeous, beautiful looking house, like I said, into this abandoned spooky house. So 3, 2, 1, boom, here we go. Look at it. Oh my gosh. So here it is, all abandoned find. We even got this sunken graveyard. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. You can see so much stuff was in there. Like there's just graves, there's statues, there's all kinds of fun things going on. And then this room, we have a secret room that you guys will see what's going on later. If you kind of can guess the storyline and where it's gonna go, maybe you guys will know. But obviously the second floor, I pictured like it was like a beautiful ballroom, and the first floor is like your entranceway. So I definitely wanted to put around the fence, around the stairs, and then obviously we do have a ladder going up to the 3rd floor. So first off, we're starting off with the 3rd floor, and I definitely kind of like wanted to make like a squatter area, kind of like maybe, you know, this is kind of where they kind of go to hide away from the public eye. And there's just a bunch of cool stuff that you guys will see that's happening in here. I don't really want to give it all away, but because some of it's going to happen later on when I do more stuff to this. But as you can see right now, I'm just putting like the old newspaper on top of the new ones. I figured whoever lived here, maybe they have like a bunch of drinks, and like this is like kind of like their squatting area. And then obviously I find some cool features that was in the eco lifestyle, and I put them all around just to kind of make it look like it was cluttered. I kind of wish I put that dresser like on top of the roof. I think that would have been so freaking cool. And I found some like cool like panels and, you know, kind of stuff like that like you would find on a house. I definitely put that around too. And then I found some nice like little garbage bags, and I just kind of like laid them here and there and everywhere because I figured people would probably use this place like as a dump site. And then we had this really cool hose that we got from Eco Lifestyle, and I definitely wanted to put it in there in this like cool trunk thing. I put it up there as well, and this nice like ripped up carpet from a Star Wars pack. It looked so good, and it looks amazing right there in that area. And then obviously here we go, you kind of can see like where it's all going now, and oh, it's almost there where you guys get to see more stuff. So I didn't know like what to put over here, and I definitely went with more like tombstones. And then up here, the secret area, I definitely turned this fountain into a shower. I feel like this is like such a cool area to kind of do that, kind of be a little bit more unique. So I'm really happy with how it looks and how it turned out. I'm sure this thing is not playable at all. This is not play tested, so I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of stuff that they're probably gonna come over to and go like, aha, and like wave their arms all about because they can't get to it. But obviously like here is kind of like the master, I guess, area, I guess you would kind of call it. I definitely wanted it to look more glamorous. So I definitely went with like this kind of like gold and red theme. It's still drawn in that red color theme as well. And obviously we had to have a bathroom because we need a toilet. We needed an actual toilet. So this is just turned into a little bitty toilet. And obviously it just has your basic stuff, toilet, shower, sink, and then we have this next area. It's going to be kind of like the study / a logic plan area, and I think it looks really, really good as well. And before long, I do put up some curtains, and I really do love the way that it comes out because it kind of looks like it's kind of like mysterious, or that it could be mysterious, that maybe they could like close them and, you know, kind of have some privacy. Now, obviously, in order to get up to that 3rd floor, you can see we have like this secret entrance, which nobody probably knows about because it's behind bookshelves. So obviously this abandoned house has its own secrets, and you know, you never know what you're going to get. And then finally the 1st floor, the entrance floor, we are making it into just a very simple kitchen, very basic, nothing much more, because I feel like this isn't like, you know, I didn't want it to like overdo it, especially for like the abandoned house. But obviously I did stick with the theme, and for the chairs and the tables, I did went with red and white, and I gave them like a nice white carpet. I did want to put them in a piano, and I gave them a fireplace as well. Not much of a fireplace, just kind of like a little, you know, kind of looks like a little stovetop or something. And we got this nice, beautiful like red carpet that's leading to this grand red staircase. And we have a couch and sofa right next to the piano so people can watch whatever they're doing. And then outside we kind of have like these items that kind of look like they've kind of like fallen apart, maybe like the wooden seats, and then we got the wooden like stools. And then there's some other items that is in here as well, but this is almost over, and prepare for the storyline because it is so great. But I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you all so much for coming in and watching this speed build. I hope y'all love the story, and I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Okay guys, I love you all so much. Bye guys. Mwah. Bye friends. The house on the hill was once a beautiful, glorious living house. It wasn't abandoned, forgotten, or even dead. It especially did not have a sunken graveyard. As the story goes, a happy family with a successful lineage lived here: a dad, mom, and their 3 gorgeous daughters. Until one day, a spellcaster by the name of Morgan showed up at the front door, cursing the father and turning him into a vampire. It was a brutal transformation where he scratched the walls, knocked holes in walls, but this wasn't his true suffering. As vampires have eternal life and his family was human, his curse was to watch his family grow old and pass away, one by one. His last daughter was about to turn 90. She wanted to see her father one last time, but her father refused. She waited patiently, hoping he could change his mind, but the only thing he was waiting for was revenge. Knowing his daughter would soon pass, he had a plan to make a vampire army and to go after the spellcasters. Vlad awakened and left his house, and soon acquired a bigger house on the hill, where he would become the father of vampires.